So hello divers, Jerry's here and welcome back to a solo super Helldive. Today I'm going to be teaching you how we fight the Incineration Corps as a smoke diver.
Mission preparation.
We're going to be going ahead and sabotaging an airbase. Should be pretty exciting. This is our map. It's pretty spread out. Everything is at nice distance from each other. I want to start down here and then I would like to work my way up, over, finish off that side of the map, go down to the fortress, and then work my way back to extract. Pretty straightforward mission. My loadout is the Reprimand, the grenade pistol, secret grenades, Eagle Strafing Run, Eagle Smoke Strike, Jump Pack, Quasar, and the experimental Stims. Now to run this loadout, you don't need to use the Reprimand. Use whatever gun you feel comfortable with, obviously. Or use any gear you want, but we're down. So I see a gunship fabricator off in the distance. I had to tab out to check and see if I was recording. Couldn't figure out if I was or not, so no idea at this point if it's recording or not. We'll go ahead and tag that. We'll get our gear down. We'll take a look at the objective, and we might as well make a snowball because we're feeling a little silly. We'll go ahead and grab our gear, and we're gonna go work on this objective and check it out. This is the airbase control tower. I take a shot here, see what I can do. And I decided I'd really like my resupply first, so I'm going to go ahead and get that down. I'm going to throw a smoke down for no particular reason, just to get it down. Check our map, we'll go ahead and tag where we think that gunship fabricator is. Now I see a gunship there, and that lets me know we have gunship patrols. That's cool, but we're going to persevere through that. And yeah, I genuinely don't check mission modifiers before I drop. We'll go ahead and take this out. I'm a little rusty. And I really don't want to die to the first enemy I encounter, so we'll take some cover, reload, wait for him to stop shooting, we'll pop up and take him out. That's a pretty interesting start. That's a free Hulk, so we'll charge the Quasar. This is also during when the Quasar had a bug where it's charges on its own, which is slightly annoying, so I'm going to try to work around that without abusing it too much. We get knocked down, and once again I panic. So I want to get away from this and not die. And we'll turn around, we'll come back, and finish off this Devastator. They've got reinforcements coming here, so I don't really want to charge straight up. And I forgot about the Quasar bug and just completely missed. There's a factory strider on the objective. That's fine. We'll throw a strafing run in that general direction. Just see what we can hit. And we'll go ahead and see if we can find a better angle to attack this from. I do want to take out this fabricator, so I'm going to wait and fire. And we're moving around. We'll take this guy out because it's convenient for us, so that way he can't come up behind us like this guy does. Take him out too. And we've got a little bit of a thing here. So I don't really see anything to shoot, so I'll fire it. I think I got something good. I want to throw my strafing run out and dive, and well, that's unfortunate, but not much that is going to happen in that exact situation. So we might as well just attack this now. We've got no gear, obviously, because we're coming out of the hell pod. We're going to go ahead and get a smoke strike down on the terminal. And there's a Hulk standing right next to it, which is not ideal. And that factory strider is moving up towards us. We'll throw the super solid state drive on this Hulk. We'll pop a stim, and we'll just move around and wait for that to come down. Trying to not burn to death. Dive. Factory Strider's taking a couple shots at us, which is okay. There's a fire grenade on the objective, but the Hulk is down. We'll go ahead and grab this drive, slap it in there, and we're on fire, so we don't want to be on fire, so we'll dive away. The Factory Strider is moving up. We'll throw a strafing run at it, or I guess where it should be, but I don't think that even hits it. But we do have smoke on the objective, so we can go ahead and work on the terminal, even though the Factory Strider is looking right at us. So we're going to take some cover, because I'm still a little scared. I don't want to get wrecked to lose a second diver right off the bat without some progress. So that's all we need to do for that. And now we're really low on health. Dropping down this will probably kill me anyway, but that was really my only way out. So we go down, but that first part of the objective is complete. I am locked in, and I cannot, move. So I guess we're landing on the Strider. So this is probably going to be another diver loss, but I'm going to beat this Strider, because I'm kind of mad at it, I'm not really sure why. I throw a strafing run here, probably not the best idea in hindsight, but it moved so that I got hit by my own Strafing Run. Unfortunate. We're not locked in, so now we can move. We've lost 3 divers in the first 5 minutes. Not a good start, but we can get a resupply out. And we can go ahead and recover our gear from earlier. We'll throw a Seeker at this Devastator to take him out. I don't see the Armored Strider that killed us before. Not sure if it despawned or what really happened with that. But go ahead and abuse the Quasar and take out the Devastator. We will grab our supplies, and I do want to take this Hulk out, who's firing things at me. So I'm going to wait for my Quasar. It's starting to pre-charge, so I will just use it. Oh, no I won't. I canceled it. So dodge, and we'll take out that Hulk. So, pretty cool start. We're going to move on to the next objective. I don't want to attack the fortress right now, because well, I want to clear the mission before I do that, just in case. Quasar is pre-charging. So apparently if you put the Quasar away after it's fully pre-charged, it does cancel out that bug, which is probably what I'm going to try to focus on doing throughout the rest of this mission. I'll take a shot at that Fabricator and miss. That's fine. We'll go ahead and move over here. Still keeping an eye, trying to keep an eye on the fortress, seeing if we can hit any Fabricators. Take that Raider out with a Seeker Grenade, keep our detection down. Our Quasar is now pre-charged. And there's a blizzard coming, which will help us avoid detection. We will go ahead and move through it towards our next objective. There's a Factory Strider on it, which is fine. I think I see more Factory Striders in this mission than I saw in the entirety of the rest of my solo series, which is pretty cool, to be honest, because I do like Factory Striders. They're very fun, but solo they just don't show up. So while this mission's one of the easier ones, it doesn't really, like, they don't spawn Factory Striders when you're solo. Like, they don't get dropped on you often. But I see an opportunity. I could probably use this Hell Bomb to destroy this Factory Strider. And I can throw a Smoke Strike down to cover it, even though the Blizzard should give me a little bit of cover. I'm not fully trusting that. But I do trust my smoke. So we'll go ahead and walk right up in front of this Factory Strider, arm the Hell Bomb, and then get away. Landing on a nice mine, but that's fine, we're not dead. So, get to a little bit of cover, assess our situation, the reinforcements are arriving. I want to attack this dropship and take it out. Factory Strider goes down, along with most of their reinforcements. Pretty good trade. There is a Hell Bomb here, so I'm going to throw my Strafing Run in an attempt to hit it. And I'll hop away, because I don't want to get caught in the explosion. We will wait and fire. Take out that Fabricator at this fortress, or this base. There's a random sample out. I don't know why it's there. It just is, so I took it. We'll throw a Strafing Run in that general direction. Not really with a plan, but we gotta throw it out. Might as well. We get 13 kills and destroy the objective, which is pretty sweet. Was not intentional. No idea that was gonna work. We're at this Gunship Fabricator, so I might as well destroy it while I'm here. I don't want to walk through this barbed wire. So we'll dive, and we'll get our Hell Bomb down. As we haven't really shot, the Gunship Fabricator doesn't really care that we're here. There is artillery, so we're going to have to figure out where that is. It looks like it's coming from the north direction. We'll get our Hell Bomb armed, and I'm going to move in that general direction to find this artillery. There is another Hell Bomb off to my left. I wasn't sure if the Hell Bomb I armed is going to be in range of that, so I'm trying my best to get away from it. It doesn't chain react. It is definitely too far looking back, but I wasn't sure at the time. So there's our artillery. I'll throw a Strafing Run in that general direction. It doesn't take, so it either bounces or maybe there's a jammer or something. Not sure right now at this particular moment. So we'll throw one a little closer to us to take one of them out. And there's a Strider, so we'll throw a Seeker at it. We'll line up on the last piece of artillery. And that's gone. There is a gunship that's just kind of stuck and chilling. I'm not sure if it came out of the Fabricator or if it's just on its own mission. So we'll keep an eye on it because the tag goes away. We'll re-tag it to make sure that the Seeker retargets it. And I genuinely forgot about the Quasar bug, so I took it out. I was just gonna try and charge. So, no big deal. While we're down here, I do want to take out this base that I tagged earlier. Our Quasar is now charged, so we'll put it away to turn that off. And we've got 2 fabricators lined up. It'd be a really nice strafing run. So, I'm gonna go ahead and throw it in that direction. And it bounces. So, now we're out of strafing runs. We don't hit anything good. We do get 5 kills, which I guess is not bad. I'm gonna charge the Quasar and take a shot, and I miss. Okay. Well, we've got 2 smoke strikes left. So we'll go ahead and move up on this heavy base. Or what's left of it. We'll take a nice little hop. There's a Hulk right there. I'm not too worried about him. We'll dodge and weave around him. Break his ankles a little bit. Miss the fire by a pixel. Throw our smoke strike down, pop a Stim preemptively, and we'll dodge and weave our way through the rest of the base. Popping away. To make a little bit of distance. I wanted to pre-charge my Quasar, but it shot on its own. So we'll throw our smoke strike down here to destroy the last fabricator, rearm our Eagle, and now we will move on to our next target. But first, I want to line up on this dropship and take it out, and I missed. So this side of the map is actually pretty clear. So there's a lone gunship, there's 2 gunships. I might as well take a shot at one of them. Wait a sec and fire. That was a little early, but it's fine. I'm working with bug here. I'm trying to not abuse it too much, obviously. So we took one of them out. The other gunship didn't react to his squad mate going down, which is relatively interesting. We'll run by these minefields. And we're pretty much, at this point, working our way towards this final objective, keeping an eye on the fortress to see if there's any fabricators we can pick off from a distance to make our lives easier later. We're also trying to get more information about the fortress, see if there's like those little turrets, or maybe it's the other build that doesn't have any of them, because at this time we're not fully sure. We'll recover our stamina, take a peek at our map, and we'll keep on moving.
Dropping a pin.
Tag the objective so that we know where we're going. Run along. A nice line of sight to the fortress is coming up, so we want to try to see and get any shot that we can at it. To get any more information. There's a cannon turret, there's another cannon turret. So this looks like the fortress that doesn't have the little turrets, which that's fine by me. There's a fabricator we can hit, which is a nice distance away. We'll take it out. So it's one fabricator down that we don't need to worry about later. There's a LiDAR station, which is pretty nice. So while we're here, we might as well do it. That'll give us more information about the map. We will line up on this cannon turret, take a second, fire to take that out. Same with automaton tanks, you hit it kind of in like that back area, and it counts as hitting in the vent for a one tap. There's at least one Hulk on this objective. It's interesting, there's another Hulk. So we'll line up on him, and we'll fire. And we'll get a lot in return. So there's a lot of stuff here. Our Eagle's back. We'll go ahead and throw it out immediately. We'll line up on this Hulk, pre-charging. We'll dive forward to avoid that mortar. We'll dive again to avoid being on fire. I'll throw another strafing run. I didn't want it to be blocked by the tower, so I could get like a nice shot through. But it does help me later, so we'll dive to avoid, we'll dive to avoid. We lose our opportunity to shoot it. So we'll prime another strafing run, and we'll throw it at that Devastator. And we'll get back to some cover. I want to hop up here and climb up this. I want to line up on this Hulk, take him out. I'm going to lay down in this corner to avoid getting ragdolled, which I probably was just far enough away, but just for aesthetics. I want to throw a Seeker at this Hulk to see if I can get behind it, which I think does, not fully sure, but I didn't actually have 2. I didn't realize I didn't have 2 when I threw the first one. But we'll get the radar going, the LiDAR going, and I take some shots into this crowd. I probably should have just started with the grenade pistol so that they didn't call a flare, but I didn't, so I'm just going to keep firing grenade pistol shots over there, and I die, because I'll be honest with you, I didn't realize I was on fire. Totally didn't realize. I had plenty of time to dive. Looking at this objective from the air, I see that we've got the 3 dropships lined up. So I'm going to throw a Strafing Run there, and that should clear the objective. I'm going to call down new gear, because, to be honest, I'm not sure if I can recover mine, and I don't really recommend recovering your gear if you can call in new stuff. I don't want to be under this gunship when the Seeker comes down. So, we try to avoid that. And while we're here, we'll take out this Fabricator, clear it out. And I want to work my way back to this LiDAR station to finish it off. We'll throw a Strafing Run at this group of Devastators. We're down to 1 reinforced with 25 minutes left. We'll throw a Seeker out at this group and get a pretty good strike. We'll take some shots at this Devastator, take him out, and we'll try to keep using cover to, you know, not get shot. I dive because it sounded like I was on fire, but it doesn't even look like I took damage there. But I move back a little bit. I'll throw a Seeker out to get some more damage out, and I'm just going to abuse the glitch, and we'll take that Hulk out. I will throw a smoke strike up there to try and give some cover to the terminal. I'm going to time it so I arrive as the smoke is landing. But there's also a blizzard happening. So that's okay. We'll use the glitch again, take out the Devastator. And I didn't really look at the terminal. I thought it was a 180. So we're just gonna turn until we get a beep. Our Quasar is pre-charged and ready to go. There's our beep. Move it back to the terminal and finish the objective. And we'll put these Devastators out of their misery. You can tell with the blizzard, they really are having trouble actually figuring out where I am and shooting me. And they're also kind of stuck. So that's something I'll take. I'll get a resupply down because I can. I've chewed through most of my ammo. We'll pick up my 1 sample that I picked earlier. I'll abuse the glitch to take out this light. And I missed. I'll take a shot with the Reprimand. I missed. It's fine. I'm making sure that light goes down. Alright, what are we looking at? We've got bioprocessors this way. So, I'll land on another ice mine. God, I hate those things so much. Dive to stop being slowed. And we're going to work our way to the bioprocessors. I can destroy it with a smoke strike. I'm going to throw 1 down just because I do want to rearm my Eagle. So I can throw my last one out and rearm it. We'll take out this Fabricator to give us a line of sight in. And give it, clear our path. There's a Hulk there. I am going to go ahead and call a Hellbomb here to really just hit anything that's nearby, but it bounces super far. And the bioprocessors get destroyed. Not sure what happened. I'm guessing a Mortar Hulk just kind of shot it. But the bioprocessor is down. There's no reason for me to still be here, so I will leave. That's a patrol. I'm going to take that Hulk out, which does line up. I would have pre-charged in the air, and I would have shot at that time. We get almost knocked into the water, but I want to get out of here. I'm going to use this ice as cover and the blizzard for concealment and move away. With my smoke there, they also are locked on to shooting pretty much by the water, so that's a nice little maneuver. And I'm just going to try and make some distance. And now I'm stuck on the edge of the map. So I would like to not be on the edge of the map. And I might as well go take out this base that's a little north of me. And we can see that there's another objective right by Extract. We know that that's an anti-air. I thought it was another set of mortars. But it checks out that it's an anti-air because my Strafing Run didn't work earlier. We got gunships off to that side. I see a Fabricator I can destroy, so I'm going to wait. And fire. We're going to keep moving. Anything that decides to shoot at us or chase us is going to shoot where we just were. And not particularly where we're going. So we're approaching this base. I see a Fabricator I can destroy. So we'll go ahead and take that out. And I can see the rest of the Fabricators from this rock. So I'm not even going to bother getting closer. I'll just take them out from here. We'll wait on the Quasar. We're going to fire right off cooldown. So we're going to wait for it to charge. And then click. Take out both of those. And we're just going to wait for our cooldown again to take out the final Fabricator. I was a little nervous about this guy, so I aggro him by shooting him with a grenade pistol. Probably not the best idea. But he's not really sure where we are, which is pretty interesting because the grenade pistol doesn't notify him of the location. So I'll take some shots with the Reprimand, finish him off, and you saw that I kind of like went down by the rock to cover more of my body with that.
Dropping a pin.
That's a Barrager tank that I don't particularly want to deal with. And that's a free Hulk, but I do see the Barrager tank, and I'm like, maybe I just don't want to deal with it. Not one reinforce. The mission is complete, though. But I do want to go take out this fortress, because, I don't know, it's been a few videos since I've gone and actually cleared a fortress or a mega base. So I should probably do that to prove that I can. Good time to take out those reinforcements on their way back. Because the heavy base called them reinforcements. So we're going to work our way back to the fortress, which, remember, we have destroyed, I think, 1 fabricator, maybe 2. Pretty sure it's just 1. We'll know more in a little bit.
Thank you.
I'll thank the democracy officer for letting us know that they're time on the mission. I can see a fabricator here, so we can go ahead and take that out. So now that's 2, I'm pretty sure. And we'll move in, not like rushing straight into it, because we still don't know what exactly is here. So we do want to be a little careful. That's a cannon tower I can take, so I can line up on it and take it out. I'll throw a Strafing Run into the fortress just to soften it up, hit anything I can. I see an armored strider. Clear out that bunker, take a grenade pistol shot at these guys and completely miss. Not sure why. But we get a strike with the seeker grenade.
Thank you.
I'll take that. That's pretty cool. I like how those guys explode. That's a Hulk we can take, so we'll take a second and we'll shoot him. That's a reinforced strider, armored strider. I'm calling them armored striders. But we'll take him out with a seeker grenade and we'll move up, checking out what's going on. There's another one. Take him out by shooting rockets. And see a little bit. So I want to throw Seekers at this Devastator because I'm kind of out in the open on the way up. So I want to stagger in. I'm going to pie this corner and see if there's anything I can hit. I can hit this cannon turret. I can't really destroy it from this angle. They summon reinforcements, but I'm going to go ahead and throw a Strafing Run at that cannon turret. I'm going to wait for my cooldown to destroy this next one because I've still got a couple seconds before the reinforcements arrive. So we'll line up. Firing off cooldown, and that's nice. We'll throw a Strafing Run down at their reinforcements, and I think we hit an explosive bot in the dropship above us. You kind of saw the explosion, which is pretty cool. We will hold our ground here, clear off anything that decides to pop around this corner, and we'll slowly move up, being ready to shoot at all times. That's a Hulk, so we're gonna wait a second and fire, which I think was a little quick, but that's okay. This guy's shooting at me. I couldn't decide if I wanted to shoot him with the grenade pistol or the Reprimand, so it took a second. We'll hit this Devastator, which does take it out, and I want to take these guys out real quick because I don't like them. I need to reload, so I'm going to hop away, reload in the air, and I'm going to go up on this side to see if there's any more fabricators I can pick off, because we've only destroyed 2 so far, so we got to work on that. There's a fabricator I can see, so I'm going to wait and fire. Take that guy out that was chasing us. And we're just going to rush in. Might as well grab these samples while I'm here. And we'll hop away before that grenade goes off. So our Quasar is ready. We're going to wait a second and fire. Normally I'd probably pre-charge as I was doing that, but I'm trying to really work with this and out abuse it. We'll throw a Strafing Run at this fabricator. And here's another fabricator, which is the last one, so we'll fire off cooldown and wait, and there we go, fortress is destroyed. So, this whole side of the map is clear. Now we pretty much just have to get to extract and clear everything else on our way. So I'm going to look for a good line to make a jump out of this fortress. And this seems pretty good. There's a minefield below us, but we should jump pretty clear of that. So we'll run and jump, and we'll land over here. And we're going to work our way north. And yeah, we'll check our map. We'll keep moving. I do want to get a resupply in. And I do want to rearm my Eagle because I'm going to be running. So by the time I get there, it should be rearmed. So we'll go ahead and rearm it. I debated throwing another one out before I did that, which I probably could have gotten away with. But we'll get our resupply in. I took a sip of my energy drink here. There we go. Grab our supplies. We'll just chill. Grab a reload. Grab that. Take a sip of my energy drink while I'm chilling. Take a look at our map to see what's going on. They summoned a player, I think that's at the fortress, I'm pretty sure. There's a hell bomb I can shoot, so I might as well clear it. I just felt like it. And we'll get moving. On our way there, we're passing our lidar station. The bioprocesses are off to our right. And there's another hell bomb that I'm not going to bother with. We're going to be running by this heavy base that we attacked earlier as well. It shouldn't be too much of an issue as it's already clear, but they did bring reinforcements, so there might be more there. That's a free Hulk. You know me, I love a free Hulk. We'll take him out. Take a grenade pistol shot at that Devastator. And we'll throw a Seeker to finish him off. I think he got damage from the Hulk. I'm pretty sure I missed with the grenade pistol. And we're going to move again. We'll take a knee to recover our stamina and just look around us. It's a beautiful planet. Looking around again. Not too much going on. Got another Devastator there. So we'll take him out with the Reprimands. And he does shoot us. We catch fire and we dive to avoid burning. So get a reload in. And we'll move over here. There's a super sample rock. And yeah, I don't need them, but I do like super samples. So I'm here. Now we know that there's an enemy anti-aircraft in play, which probably could have figured out before this point. But I don't think I was really paying too much attention to it. We'll pick these up. This is also during the major order where the bots were trying to keep them from going to Malevelon Creek. When I logged in, the one planet that would have made a difference was like 98% liberated. So there wasn't too much reason for me to dive there. I figured I could get an Incineration Corps video out. So we're at the anti-air. We'll line up on the first one. We'll take it out. And we're going to reposition going around the rock to the other side because I don't want to get rushed and I don't want to rush in from the direction that I just fired from. They summon reinforcements here. There is a patrol here that I don't really want to deal with, so I'm going to throw a Seeker at them. Here is another piece of the anti-air that we can destroy. We'll take that out. And some pretty chaotic things are happening. Pop a stim, because I'm scared. We'll dive, and we will just make as much distance as possible. Try to find some cover, and get out of that situation. Throw a Seeker behind us, because we're in a full panic. And this looks like another avenue I could come in, and I forgot about the bug. So I could have taken that out, but I accidentally pre-fired my Quasar. That's a tank coming around the corner. That's unfortunate. So my clear path is no longer clear, and it looks like the bots are kind of like using the tank as cover as they're coming up around it, which is a very interesting. I'm gonna fire a grenade pistol shot over there. I was hoping to take these guys out with it. I am now out in the open, not an ideal situation, but I'm getting a little greedy about trying to destroy this anti-air, and I lose my last diver. So don't run out in the open. Not a good idea. It very rarely works out. That's a factory strider. I'm gonna run. I'm gonna go ahead and call new gear down because my gear is right where I just died. And might as well get new stuff in. I do want to, I guess I want to deal with this factory strider. I don't want to get shot though. Hello. Take a shot at him. He's not dead. Take a shot at him. He's still not dead. And there we go. Grab our jump pack. And we're gonna pretty much go back to the same path that we just died in. Because everything should really be moving the other direction, except apparently that tank, but it already took a Quasar shot, so it should die to the next one. We'll go ahead and throw all of our Seekers out to give us some cover, and they come back to us, interestingly enough. And they go after those Devastators. We can line up on the final anti-air from here, and we'll take that out. We'll get a Strafing Run out because we can. Anything that makes sense to throw. And I want to go take out this last base, but I do want to clear extract, or at least work on it. I'm going to shoot the Factory Strider in the face, or in the head, and I'm going to throw a Strafing Run in its general direction. Behind me to make sure I'm not getting jumped. And the Quasar is ready to go, so we'll let it charge. And we'll take another shot at the Factory Strider, which doesn't kill it. So I guess that's probably a combination of the Strafing Run and the 2 Quasar shots. which is nice. We'll take out this armored strider, shots to the rocket, and we'll get moving. The anti-air called in another drop. Pretty nice. We'll take out the Sabotage. I'm pretty sure that's the one that killed me earlier. So a nice little bit of payback. I'll throw a Strafing Run in that general direction. And I'm once again back in the open. I do want my samples though, because I got the super samples. I decided it's not worth it, because I don't actually need them. And I'm going to dip for a sec. We've got another reinforcement right before we die. But we're not dead. So we can move out here. And take a peek at extract, see if we can clear anything. Dodge and weave to just avoid anything that's chasing us. That's a pretty clean shot, so we'll take that. I'm not sure what that is. That's the mortar pit from earlier. I didn't realize we got that far. There's some things right next to me. They're shooting at me. I'm going to dodge and weave around these rocks to avoid getting hit. And there's some loot here. And I make a pretty bad decision. I want it. You know, I want this loot. So, we have a smoke strike. We'll throw it down to give us some cover while we do that. We'll go ahead and walk up to it. And grab our super credits. Hop away on fire, which is just a death sentence. But we got super credits out of the deal, so I think that's worth it. We're now down to 0 reinforcements again. We'll land in our smoke. Our gear is pretty safe to recover because it's in our smoke strike. Once I figure out where it is, we'll go ahead and go pick it up. We'll grab that, grab our jump pack, and we'll get out of here. That's a Hulk. I'm gonna wait and fire. Dive, pop a stem, and we'll just get out of that situation, throwing all of our seekers out behind us. Take that guy out pretty much in a full panic. And we'll move on to the final base. Get a strafing run down at this patrol. We do get 7 kills on it, which is nice. I'll use the Quasar a little bit to take that Fabricator out, take out this Devastator, and now we're checking for any movement from that patrol, see if anything is left alive. It looks clear, so we're going to move on. I do hear something next to me though. We're going to let our Quasar charge, and we'll take out this final base. Alright, map is clear. Side's a little bit red. I want to go check out what this point of interest all the way out here is. There's a Hulk on it, so that's a free Hulk. So we'll take him out. Get our strafing run down, and we'll dive away because there's a Devastator just kind of shooting in our general direction. And we'll move around this rock and reposition using the blizzard to keep us covered. Go ahead and work our way around this. And everything is really distracted from the direction I was just shooting. So we'll check it out. It's just samples. I kind of decided I didn't want them, but ultimately I end up picking them up. We accidentally pick up a shovel. Clear our Quasar back up. Grab these samples. Clear up this point of interest. And we've got more reinforcements again. Very nice. I'm going to go around the long way to extract. But I do want to circle back for my samples, which are right by extract, conveniently. If they're on the other side of the map, I probably wouldn't have bothered. Maybe I would have. I don't know. It's really... Walking through this terrain kind of sucks without the muscle booster, but I really love my experimental stims. We've got 2 armored striders and a couple smaller dudes, so we'll take them out. We'll focus the weak point on this strider, take him out. We'll stop moving to avoid that rocket. That was pretty much pure luck, I feel. But I did stop moving to not get hit. So we cleared those out. This is a useless point of interest. So we're going to keep moving. And this other one is the one that we just got super credits out of, so there's nothing else here for us. Besides maybe some samples, but I don't know. I'm really ambiguous about samples. Do I care about them? Do I not? That's the Devastator that killed me, so get a little bit of revenge. And we're going to go ahead and move back towards our samples. Seeing if there's this last Fabricator or an extract that we can find. Anything we can hit. I do see the Fabricator through the blizzard, so we'll take that out. We'll check the map, see if it clears off. We'll put our final smoke strike down to rearm our Eagle. And we'll work around this way to go towards our samples. We're just working on the edge of this guy's detection, using the blizzard to just not be detected. Walking along the minefield that we don't want to step on. Might as well get a resupply, because we can. There is a gunship patrol there. There's a hellbomb there as well, so I'm checking distance to see if that hellbomb will destroy them, but I don't think it will, so I don't bother. We can pop a stim, because we're going to pick up 2 supplies, move on with our day. Now, all the enemies that were here earlier are no longer here, so we'll take out this fabricator to clean up the map, and we will work towards our samples. We'll grab them, leaving our old gear behind. I decide I don't want to go that way, so I'm going to go around this way again. Back through where we encountered that shredder tank. 5 minutes left on the mission. It's pretty cool. Is that a Hulk? It's probably a Hulk. We'll take a second and fire. And they summon reinforcements here. So I'm gonna hang out here and wait for the reinforcements to arrive. And then I'm gonna go from there. Just checking our map, making sure that it's clear. The Quasar is pre-charged and ready. So we'll line up our shot, and we'll take out that dropship. A nice 3 kills on it. Looking for anything else that decides to show up. We'll throw a Seeker out to test the waters. There's a Devastator I do want to destroy with a Seeker. He's just out of range, so we'll go ahead and move a little closer. And the Seekers find a target. I'm not sure what they found, but they sure gave it hell. The Devastator, so we'll use this little bunker as cover to block its cannon. And we're going to move up towards Extract. There's a Hulk there. I'm just going to use the bug at this point. And we'll go ahead and take out these 2 Devastators. That Devastator's already injured. 1 shot takes him out. Our Eagle is coming back. Very nice. I'm going to delete that guy from existence. I'll throw a Strafing Run in that general direction. We'll thank Eagle 1 for coming back. And the Hulk is distracted by Eagle 1. This turret, I don't think it's shooting at me. I think it's just shooting, because it shoots at the Hulk. Interestingly enough, I'd shoot a grenade pistol shot at it to destroy the turret. I shoot another grenade pistol shot to take out that light. And I should have shot him a little earlier, but he summons another flare, which I feel is just a little early. But it is what it is. They don't really bring a lot of reinforcements anyway when you're solo. So it's not really the end of the world. We'll take this guy out. And we've got 2 dropships, so I'll take 1 out. At this point, I am going to just fully abuse the Quasar bug, because we've been pretty good about it most of the mission. And I do want to see like the comparison. I have no idea where that rocket came from or where it's going, but that's just fine. Go ahead and take this little trooper out. There's another Hulk here, so we do have to charge for the initial charge on the Quasar. We'll take him out. Might as well get our extract going and miss the first button. Dodge a rocket by not moving. Our resupply is coming off cooldown. We're going to use the beacon as cover, but hitting that with another shots, he doesn't get a clean shot on us anyway. So, we're taking a look at these enemies. Take some shots, but I don't really want to push too hard into that fight. I'm going to lay down and reevaluate my plan here. Avoid that rocket by not standing back up immediately. Fire off a Quasar shot. Go ahead and grab another Quasar. Take that guy out. We'll go ahead and throw a Strafing Run in that direction. And might as well get a resupply while we're here. We'll grab this Quasar. And we got gunships coming, so I'll take that one out. It lands on me. That's cool. No reinforcements left. 1 minute 30, 2 minutes to reinforce, so we're not getting any more. But we can land back, grab some supplies, grab this Quasar, and I don't want this one to land on me, so I start running away. And it's fine. I don't know what you were so worried about. No clue. Democracy protects us, and we're fine. Everything's totally fine. So now we're waiting. We'll take another Quasar shot out. I want these supplies, but I just have no need to pick them up. I'm still debating just picking them up anyway. But we can get a Quasar shot into that. We can get another Quasar shot out. These enemies, I think, have basically... I'm pretty sure they're just broken at this point. They probably gave up. I'd probably give up too. But, oh, there we go. Not too much is going on. We'll throw a strafing run at these guys. We're really just... Oh, whoops. I messed it up. We'll take that guy out. And we're really just waiting at this point for our extract to arrive. Not much to shoot at. I thought that was a hell bomb. It looks like it's just a structure. So I was curious why it didn't blow up. But it looks like it's just a piece of metal in the ice. We'll throw a smoke check down to cover extract. There's a hole up there, so we'll line up on him and take him out. I mess up the Quasar bug again. So I'm going to lay down because I don't want to get killed. I also don't want to be under the Pelican when he lands, so I'm going to move on this side. He's got his door facing me. Go get Pelican 1, thank you. And we're out of there. So, I mean, that was a pretty solid mission. I died a lot, but I feel like most of them weren't my fault. A lot of it is just because I haven't played in a while. But I feel like some of those weren't my fault. Some of those were just bad luck. We did full clear the map, which is always nice. I haven't done that in a while in my series either. I've just been kind of moving through the missions. But if you have any questions about smoke, any part of my loadout, anything about Helldivers in general, feel free to leave a comment. I do try to answer all them all. And finish our mission. We'll go ahead and take a look at our stats. We did get our samples out. I don't remember picking them up. But we did get them out. Which is nice, even though we don't think... I'm pretty sure we're capped. We might not be. So return to our Super Destroyer. Take a peek at our stats. Is my recording going? Yes, it is. That's awesome. Good thing to check. Oh. Oh. Stats, not too bad. 276 kills to 7 deaths, which is a lot of deaths. 59% accuracy, so the Reprimand buff is showing itself. 66 stratagems used and 7.7 kilometers. Thanks. So yeah, I mean, that's all I have for you. Thank you for watching. Like I said, if you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment. If you enjoyed the video, let me know. I'm going to go back into cryo, and you have a great day.
You realize deep way under the surface, and like a fire needs coal in the furnace. This is your goal that makes it all worth it. This is your why that gives you your